Producing Quran recitation using the AI models is strictly prohibited and religiously forbidden. And this is a necessary boundary to preserve the absolute sanctity of the Book of Allah. And furthermore, generating these recitation using female voices only deepens the reasons for their prohibition, as it directly violates the established guidelines for the public recitations. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hello, brothers and sisters. The use of artificial intelligence to generate Quranic recitations is one of the most pressing contemporary issues faced by major religious institutions and modern scholars nowadays. So the consensus is clear, which is a strict and definitive prohibition. And the severity of this prohibition only increases when these AI-generated recitations use female voices and are broadcast to the general public. But why exactly it is forbidden? Let's see. First of all, let's look at the general rules. Major institutions such as Dar al-Ifta in Egypt and Al-Azhar al-Sharif have issued clear statements and fatwas strictly prohibiting the use of AI to generate and simulate Quranic recitation. And this is based on several fundamental reasons. Number one, the transmission and the oral tradition, as-sanad. The whole Quran was transmitted to us through continuous oral tradition, passed down from generations to other generations, strictly from the reciter's mouth to the listener's ear, from sheikh to another sheikh, till it reached us. And AI is a machine. It possesses no chain of transmission. So relying on it completely disturbs this chain of transmitters as-sanad and disturbs the foundational method of preserving and passing down the Quran. Number two, intention and reverence, the khushu'. Recitation isn't just about making sounds with your mouth, even if you're making them beautifully. Reciting Quran itself is considered as a worship. It requires intention, deep contemplation, and reverence. And these are uniquely human qualities that no machine or algorithm can simulate. Number three, the strict rules of tajweed. We as humans, we are following specific tajweed rules that every reciter must follow. And AI models, they fall into deep and horrible mistakes regarding tajweed rules. And these tajweed rules are so precise that humans take long time to master them, while AI machine cannot just simply replicate or simulate it. And by tajweed rules, I mean like mad, how to prolong or stretch some specific letters, ghunnaz, idgham, izhar, and so on. Number four, tampering with sanctity of the Quran, simulating the voices of famous reciters of Quran or even generating new ones. It opens a dangerous door to tampering with the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It strips Quran out of its respect and deep sanctity in the hearts of the believers. Now let's look on the other thing, which is if generated recitations with AI is fundamentally prohibited and wrong, so generating them using female voices and publishing them in the public general, that adds a new layers of prohibition in Islamic jurisprudence. Why is this? First of all, in normal daily speeches, the voice of the woman is not awra or concealable. But reading Quran with melodies in public, while there is no need for that and there are men who can cover up that job, so this is haram or detested by some scholars. And this is to prevent the temptation and draw in undue attention. The second thing is the nature of AI-generated voices. And here is where the technology itself becomes the problem. The AI algorithms are designed to generate voices that are artificially idealized, often made to sound extremely soft, smooth, or synthetically beautified. And this completely contradicts with the Islamic objectives of lowering the gaze and guarding the ears. And it shifts the entire purpose of listening to the Quran, which is listening to the Quran as a worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with devotion and khushu'. You might be wondering, has anyone discussed these Has anyone discussed this topic before? Yes. Dar al-Ifta in Egypt, Al-Azhar al-Sharif, and Islam Su'al wa Jawab, Islam Question and Answer, Fatwa, and I will put the links of their resources down below. You can check them. So, in conclusion, producing Quran recitation using the AI models is strictly prohibited and religiously forbidden. And this is a necessary boundary to preserve the absolute sanctation of the Book of Allah. And furthermore, generating these recitation using female voices only deepens the reasons for their prohibition, as it directly violates the established guidelines for the public recitations. Thank you for watching. If you have any concern, please write them down below. See you next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.